Hello and welcome. Before we begin today, I want to explain something important about what we're doing and how hypnosis works. Most people assume hypnosis means losing control or being made to do something against their will. In reality, hypnosis is a simple, focused state of awareness, similar to when you're deeply absorbed in a movie or driving a familiar road. And suddenly you realize you've traveled at several kilometers without thinking about it consciously. Your mind naturally shifts between different states of attention all day. And in this session, we will guide you that natural ability so your unconscious mind can process and release emotional patterns that may have been held for years. You see, sometimes early experiences create what we call emotional imprints. They are logical decisions. They are unconscious conclusions the mind makes in a moment of stress. And the mind is incredibly powerful at protecting you. If at some point early in your life your nervous system experienced rejection, distance, or emotional loss, you may have made a decision like something must be wrong with me or I'm not chosen. Not because it's true, but because the mind tries to explain pain. And once that imprint is formed, the nervous system can start reacting automatically. Today, we are not reliving those events. We are simply allowing your unconscious mind to observe the timeline of your life from a safe distance. Locate the earliest imprint and release an emotional charge that no longer serves you. Your unconscious mind already knows how to heal. And as we work today, you may notice memories shifting, feelings dissolve, or simply a quiet sense that something old is finally being released. You don't have to force anything. Your unconscious will do exactly what it needs to. So, now allow yourself just to settle comfortably. You can place your feet on the floor, hands resting loosely on your thighs, on the top of your legs. And simply take a slow breath in. And as you breathe out, allow your eyes to close gently. That's right. And as you notice your eyelids resting, you may also notice a subtle heaviness forming there. Not because you're forcing it, but because the mind knows it's time to relax. Take another slow breath in, and as you breathe out, allow those eyelids to relax even deeper and deeper. Now in a moment, I'm going to ask you to test those eyelids. Okay, gently try and open them. And notice that they prefer to remain comfortably closed. That's right. And now that relaxation is beginning to spread from your eyelids down through your face, the jaw, the shoulders. As your mind begins drifting deeper inside, in a moment, I'll ask you to briefly open your eyes and close them again. When they close, you will simply allow yourself to go twice as deep. So now, eyes open and close, going deeper and deeper. Again, eyes open and close, drifting further down. Good. Now, the body knows how to relax, and the unconscious mind can begin to do its work. Now imagine for a moment that your life exists like a timeline stretching out before you. Not as something you need to relive, but something could simply observe from above, as if you were comfortably floating above your life, looking down at the path you've walked. You might notice moments of growth, moments of learning, moments that shaped who you became. And somewhere along that timeline, there may be experiences where your mind learns something about connection, about closeness, about distance, not because anyone intended to harm, but because the young mind was simply trying to make sense of the world. And today, your unconscious mind can simply observe. Like watching a story unfolding from a safe distance. And as you float above that timeline, you may begin noticing certain moments that carry emotional weight. Moments where the nervous system once felt rejected or alone. You don't need to enter those memories. Just notice them, because observing is enough. Your unconscious already knows which experience created the earliest imprint. Now, as you continue floating above your timeline, imagine gently drifting higher, 10 feet above, 12 feet above, seeing the entire timeline clearly below you. And with each number I count, you will simply float higher, feeling calmer, more detached, more safe. 1. Floating higher. 9. Observing peacefully. 8. Calm and detached. 7. Safe above the timeline. 6. Deeper inside yourself. 5. Halfway there. 4. Drifting even higher. 3. The mind becoming very quiet. 2. Completely safe and relaxed. 1. Deeply focused inside. And from this safe distance, your unconscious mind can now gently guide your awareness to the earliest moment where the imprint of rejection began. Not to relive it, only to observe it, like watching an old photograph. As you notice that moment, you may begin to understand something. The younger version of you did the best he could with that understanding he had. The mind simply made a decision, a protective decision, perhaps something like, "I'm not chosen." But that was never the truth. That was simply the interpretation of a younger mind trying to survive emotionally. And now, as an adult you are today, you can begin allowing emotional charge attached to that moment to gently dissolve. Your unconscious mind can release it now without needing to feel the pain again, without reliving anything, just releasing, like a pressure valve opening, allowing the nervous system to reset. And as that emotional charge fades, notice that space opens, and in that space, your unconscious mind can install a new understanding, a healthier decision, one that reflects the truth of who you are. A new decision is simple. I am worthy of secure love, not because you need to prove it, but because connection is natural. Repeat that quietly inside. I am worthy of secure love. Let it settle. Now, as that new belief settles into place, your nervous system can begin learning something new. Distance does not even mean danger. Someone being busy, someone needing space, someone stepping away briefly does not mean abandonment. Your body can relax, your mind can remain calm, and the nervous system begins to rewire itself. Let that connection, learning that connection can exist without fear. Learning that closeness can be safe. Your unconscious mind can now update the entire timeline, sending this new understanding backwards and forwards through every moment of your life, reorganizing memories, releasing tension, and installing safety. Now imagine yourself moving forward along your timeline, perhaps for a few months in the future. You're in a relationship or connection. Something happens that once would have triggered fear. Maybe someone takes longer to reply. Maybe someone needs space. And notice what happens. Your nervous system remains calm. You breathe. You feel steady because the body now knows distance does not equal danger. You feel grounded, confident, secure. Now moving further into the future, 6 months ahead, notice the quality of your relationships now. There's less tension, less overthinking, more of a calm presence, because the old imprint has been released and the new belief continues to strengthen every day. Now in a moment I will count from 0 to 5, and with each number your mind will become clearer, your body refreshed, the changes fully integrated. 0, energy returning. 1, becoming aware of the room. 2, feeling calm and balanced. 3, breathing deeply now. 4, eyes beginning to refresh. 5, eyes open, fully awake, feeling clear, grounded and calm. Thank you for joining me for this hypnosis, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And as you return to your full awareness, your mind keeps useful changes and it will release what no longer you need. So now, what did you notice during our session? What memories or sensation appears? And also, if this resonates with you, or if you know someone who could actually who would love, and this actually could help them benefit, please feel free to share it. So thank you, and